Serious Abuja to Detina. Understand, everywhere. Malaria, you see people are dying because of all this water. Nothing like good in Abuja again. Hungry, both hungry and both dirty. Imagine, if you open your door, leave it like that, you see mosquito will enter, and any mosquito that bites you give you sickness. Pass area 1 or go to Lugbe side, you see dirty everywhere.
What I want the government to do is to make sure that FCT, accurate security and the environmental stuff, that is sanitation in FCT. Like now, all over the FCT, everywhere is unclean. Everywhere is tied up. So they should try and clean some of the parts of FCT. Like if you get to federal housing, there's a place where they do dump refuse on the roadside. That place, is very, is not okay. And places like Busalaji, Kubwa, all those village areas, even in town here, the environment, the sanitation, they didn't clean the streets anymore. If you can check the roads, the gutter is not clean like that, so they should try and clean up the FCT.
Concerning FCT sanitation, I believe that FCT is very dirty compared to a state like Calabar. And I think what made Calabar more effective in terms of sanitation is that they have a good law that is working. So I feel the Minister of FCT should also put in place or effect environmental laws that anyone that drops even pure water leather or anything will be held accountable and will be fined. Let there be a certain fine. Environmental Protection Board should be able to effect such laws, but the FCT minister should give a directive.
I think Abuja needs a rescuer. Since the era of Herofai, things have never been the same again. And that's a serious matter. I don't know what the new minister is doing, but I want to tell you a lot of problems are in the city of Federal Capital Territory. First on the record is the housing issue. We have so many empty houses in Herb City, and the available houses that are on ground are not affordable. So what is the hope of the common man? So what is the Herb City administration doing about that?
The idea I'm thinking that the minister should look into is the idea of hawking. It's too much, it's too bad. When you are avoiding the vehicles on the road, you are avoiding the Okada on the other side, you are avoiding the human being hawking on the road at the same time. I think it's getting too much. So that's the only area I'm thinking that the minister should look into.
The anatomy of the brain makes it prone to certain kind of problems or diseases. The brain is soft, it's a gel-like substance. It contains neurons, the nerves and the nerve cells and their fibers that continue as the spinal cord down, giving off branches to all other parts of the body. And this brain is contained in a bony cage, and God in his wisdom did it this way so that to prevent direct impact of forces on the brain. So it's locked in that cage called the skull. So for something to hit the brain, it must crack the skull. That has its own advantage, but in some circumstances there are also disadvantages. Now, many things are possible with the brain in terms of diseases. One, it could be trauma related. That means there has been an exchange of energy between the brain and the environment. Maybe a fall from height, hitting the head on the ground, or a road traffic accident or a bomb blast, anything that can transfer energy to the brain. The brain is resilient to a certain level, after which it would respond by some features like loss of consciousness. If one falls suddenly or there was a great impact, even a huge noise can lead to loss of consciousness. It's a way of the brain trying to avoid further insult to itself. So it's like an adaptive feature.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Samuel. I'm here to testify of what God has done using this place for my son, whose name is Abhishek Samuel. Abhishek was diagnosed with a peculiar issue which we didn't know landed on us so suddenly, and he had to undergo a major operation at the back of his head. It is called Arnold Chiari malformation. We were very confused and we didn't know whether we could do the operation here or whether we have to take him back to India, what to do, and it was quite a challenging time for us. The Bible says the steps of the righteous are ordered by the Lord, and the Lord ordered our steps to this hospital. Right from my office, I work with the British High Commission, the basic section here in Abuja, and it was such a beautiful way. And we didn't know that a facility like this exists in Nigeria, in Abuja particularly, where we could not only have the expertise but also compassion and love and excellent service. Excellent service. I don't want to go into all the procedures that we went through, but this is about the third week. After a close to 5-hour operation on the 22nd, Monday, my son is ready to go back to school. He's up and about, walking. Every bit of the scar, the wound has completely healed, and this is amazing. We did send the MRI report to India, to about 3 hospitals, to have a second opinion, and the information that we got from the hospital was exactly the procedure that we are advised that he should go through here, and we were quite convinced. And on top of it, I told the doctor the first day I met him that my faith is a little bit shaken because it is called a congenital malformation, and I thought as a blessed person my children should be really, really blessed with the Lord. And he gave me such a beautiful word, which I don't believe even the best hospital in India will be able to give me. And that gave me the assurance that this is the place that the Lord has ordained that we should do the hospital. I want to encourage all of us, like the office manager said, let's not jump into going abroad. And yes, I'm an Indian, yet, but I'm a Nigerian at heart. And I'm here to support the hospital. And I'm pleading with all of you that we can pull our hands and our heads together to support our people here, to showcase our expertise and what we can do here at home. Thank you so much.
Welcome back. It's still Dateline Abuja on AIT. Well, today in the studio or in the house of the Chairman Senate Committee, FCT, we have most distinguished Senator Dino Melaye. Well, we'll have to ask you some questions pertaining the FCT.
Yeah.
Well, first things first, we want to talk about the green areas. Yeah. The allocation, the allocation of green areas to some past leaders.
Anyway, basically, I will start by saying that the Federal Capital City is a product of the Abuja Committee that was set up and decided that the Federal Capital Territory of the Federal Republic of Nigeria be sited in Abuja, one for its centrality, two because of some landmarks in the city, the Zuma Rock, the Maitama Hills are some of the landmarks that actually also guided the siting of the Federal Capital in Abuja. So the Abuja Committee did a very fantastic job, and Abuja is designed after Brazil. So, and I can say without fear of favor that Abuja is the only planned city in Nigeria. So Abuja also has got a master plan, and that master plan is well designed, and we are supposed to tenaciously follow that master plan so that Abuja will not become another Lagos where congestion, traffic, criminality and all that will become the order of the day. So when I became the chairman of the FCT, I took a resolution alongside with my committee to make sure that the Abuja master plan is being restored, because there's been a lot of distortion of the Federal Capital Territory and the master plan.
Sorry to cut you. How so? Because we already have some properties already being built on these green areas, like you said. So how?
Yeah, it won't matter, because once a law is broken, it has to be corrected. So we discovered that the Maitama Hills is one of the landmarks that actually gave the committee that cited this city as our federal capital the need to become the Federal Capital Territory. And the hill is so beautiful. It's on the internet. It's one of the edifices that give the kind of serenity that Abuja has. So when we discovered that this hill, funnily enough, was allocated by the immediate past Minister of the FCT, Senator Bala Mohammed, to some powerful Nigerians. And I said, no one is powerful. Government is more powerful than any individual, and no one is above the law. And the Maitama Hill is not only a green area, but it adds a lot of beauty to the city because of its natural result. And more importantly, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria just came back from an international engagement where he made commitments that Nigeria need to increase our green areas. So instead of improving on our green areas were being criminally allocated to so-called powerful Nigerians, among which the former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Jonathan. We had former ministers, the former national chairman of PDP, and a host of powerful individuals. And I went ahead to order the Development Control and the Minister of FCT to immediately evacuate those who have started construction.
And how successful has that been?
It's very, very successful, because as I speak to you, the place is all work has stopped on that site, and Julius Berger is even on site there. They vacated the place, they moved all their equipment out of that place, and that is the situation right now.
Well, apart from the Maitama Hills, we also have some green areas that properties are already being built.
Yeah, like I speak to you now, it's a continuous exercise. We're discovering more places. On Mississippi, we stopped work in about 4 different sites that are not only green areas, some of them are even gullies. You know, some of them mighty houses built on sewage lines. This is unbelievable and it's criminal. But we have stopped work on all those areas, and we are discovering new green areas, new sewage lines, and at times houses are even built in wrong places. You see residential buildings on commercial plots. All these anomalies are being ameliorated and palliated, being corrected as we carry on.
Within the FCT or even some parts of the suburbs, we have huge properties, mass houses, empty. You know, what is the committee doing about this? For over 5 years, we've had properties that are empty.
Basically, we are yet to, because we're working in phases, we're yet to begin to look at empty houses. But I want to assure you that from information's guidance, most of these houses are empty because of exorbitant rent prices. And we are trying to see, by the grace of God, we'll start working, but I have that in my framework of what to do in the nearest future, to make sure we have a rent edict in the FCT that will regulate rent across different parts of the municipal and even the suburb of Abuja. Because if this is not regulated, then automatically Abuja may become very unbearable for the lowly and the middle class.
It is already because you come out in the streets of Abuja during weekends and you find out that most of the people, the civil servants, do not live in town, and we have empty houses, like I said.
Yeah, and it's a subject matter to be properly looked into. Yes. But like I said, we are working in phases. We are right now seriously disturbed about the sanitation of the city, the security of the city, and respect for the existing master plan and compliance with the regulations of the Abuja Development Control as regards the master plan and some other issues associated with the milieu.
Okay, what about the sanitation? During the El-Rufai administration, he put a lot of effort in trying to sanitize the city. Even he went extra miles by giving out the waste bins we have outside our houses. Most of them came from that administration. What is the committee doing about sanitation?
Like I said, I'm really appalled, and the committee is completely unhappy with the sanitation situation in Abuja.
Especially in markets.
As I speak to you, Abuja is extremely dirty. The street lights are not working, and you see cars parked on the road, abandoned on the road, and you find out that our bridges have become abodes for criminals and habitation for vandals, and this you see shrubs everywhere. So what we have done is we've engaged the minister, and as I speak to you, the minister have rejigged the administrative heads of the Abuja Environmental Protection Board. They now have a new director. Most of the place has been completely rejigged with a view of giving it new vigor to make sure that sanitation is guided. In fact, we gave an ultimatum to the minister to clean up the city, and as I speak to you, that will expire in another 2 weeks, and we will be out for oversight function to make sure that there's strict compliance with our regulations and instructions. But we must make sure that Abuja, the city has, it's appalling to see hawkers everywhere, yes, beggars everywhere. You even find cows and herdsmen rearing cows on the middle of highways in the federal capital city. That's very, very absurd, and we're not going to entertain that. Abuja will have to be dignified. Abuja will have to take the posture of the federal capital that it is, and I assure you that we'll do all within our powers to make sure that the sanitation in Abuja improve, the street lights are properly functioning, the traffic lights are properly functioning, and to also make sure that security around Abuja is being respected. And we have also given instructions to the transport department of the city to make sure that we go back to the days of having our buses working, functioning, and to make sure that the bus stops are also functional, so that taxis won't just stop anywhere. People urinate in every part of the city.
So you're trying to revamp
Yeah. There's an holistic approach to making sure that the beauty of the city is restored.
Okay, nice one. Something we also want to talk about. This is a very deep issue right now, because you find out, like I said earlier, that most of the residents in Abuja live in the suburbs. You know, Abuja is probably made up of most of civil servants. They live in the suburbs, and we have some illegal, in quote, structures in or villages in every major street in Abuja. We have a suburb. In Maitama, we have Pape. In Asokoro, we have the Busape district. We have villages everywhere, and people actually live there, buy houses there, build there, and these are not proper structures. What is your committee going to do about
all this? Have to do with compliance with the master plan of the federal capital.
They lived there for more than 10 years.
That's what I'm saying, that it all have to do with the master plan. In restoring the master plan, there will be a lot of corrections, and I'm assuring you that this committee will enforce, the Senate of the Republic of Nigeria will enforce that.
We've heard that how?
Anyway, you may have heard it 1,000 times, but I'm the FCT chairman now, and talk may be cheap, but we are going to walk our talk.
Yeah.
And we say what we mean, and we mean what we say. And even from what we have done so far, it's never happened in a very capital city that the property belonging to the former president has been taken over and work stopped, and contractors chased out of sight, and the green area restored back to what it is. It's never happened before now, but now it's happening. And we want to believe that because we have an administration that promotes the rule of law, the administration that seems to be very transparent, so we have that political will to do that which is right, and we are going to enforce. We're really going to enforce that.
Well, still talking about the suburbs. If we evacuate, like you said, or try to get rid of the people in the FCT within the suburbs, the illegal suburbs.
Illegal structures.
Yes, the illegal structures and the illegal suburbs, because there are villages in Asokoro, in Maitama, in Wuse, Gariki village, for example. There are illegal houses there. Where are the people moving to? Are you going to make alternative production?
Like I speak to you right now, we have an ongoing crisis between the indigents, the aborigines and the indigents of the very capital city, and the FCT, because in relocating them, compensations must be paid,
yes,
and houses must be built, and before now there's been a lot of fraudulent, corrupt practices in the implementation of compensation and relocation of indigents. So what we're trying to do now is to work with the minister to make sure that there's an holistic approach now and sincerity of proposal of heart and commitment in the discharge and disbursement of funds for compensation.
We want to talk about the land swap.
Yeah.
From the past administration. Is it ongoing?
Yeah, there was a land swap program, and we are investigating the land swap.
So
the old land swap project for right now is stalled. I ordered a stop of everything on the land swap, and we have invited both the management of the FCT. We invited the coordinator of the land swap program, and we also called on all the investors, and we had an interaction, an investigative hearing, and we have written our reports. So many owners of the land swap program will lose their licenses, and we will.
Their money be refunded back.
We will take, whatever it is, but we are going to take over those who illegally got the license to run the land swap program, or those who have not complied with extant rules and regulations as regards the land swap program. And
what are the people who actually got it the right
channel? That's what I'm saying, that those who have met requirements will be given clearance to go ahead, while those who have not met the requirements or who fraudulently obtained permit for the land swap program will be revoked.
Okay, that means it's still ongoing.
Definitely, yes.
Well, I think that we've touched about everything, and that's a wrap this week. Thank you so much for your time, and please keep us informed about any latest developments within the FCT.
Thank you very much. The pleasure is mine.
Well, that's a wrap on Dateline Abuja. We've been talking to most distinguished Senator, Chairman Senate Committee on FCT here in Abuja. It's Dateline Abuja. I'll be right back. That's a wrap on Dateline Abuja for this week. Well, for more information about the show, do check out our website showing right now on the TV screen, or for a rebroadcast, you can watch our YouTube channel showing right now on your TV screen. Till I come your way, same time, same station, I'm Hauwa Momoh. Keep keeping on.